I am currently drawing a boat. This propeller is way too large for the boat.
I'm drawing a boat, motherfucker, drawing a boat.
I fucked that up. It's fine. It works. Actually, I saved it.
What if I bump your elbow while you're drawing?
It wouldn't matter. I draw like someone with Parkinson's, so we're good.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm done.
Now for our feature presentation.
Hello and welcome. I'm going to do the whole podcast in this voice.
Well, what do we have for them, Daxton?
This week we are continuing the spooky content with Casper from 1995.
Casper the Friendly Ghost. Carly, this is one of your favorite Halloween movies.
This is my pick. It's not the first time I made Daxton watch this year.
I have watched this movie 5 times this year, and I'm not talking about in October. We're talking June, May, April, all year long. 5 times. I'm done. I'm done with this voice. And I'm not going to start over. I'm just done with the voice.
Okay.
Sick of my shit. Sick of my shit. Who's in this movie, Tyson?
A few people. We got Bill Pullman, plays a ghost psychiatrist.
Most importantly, though, he's Lone Star.
Yeah, he's Lone Star. He's also in Independence Day, you know, a bunch of other stuff.
Most importantly.
Is the Christina Ricci plays his daughter, you know, Kat. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
Bunch of spooky stuff, too.
A bunch of spooky stuff, yeah. She was in another movie that we're going to review.
What movie?
Addams Family.
When did we watch that?
Just now!
Oh, okay.
It's also got Kathy Moriarty as Kerrigan.
Such a dumb name.
Yeah, it sounds like she smokes 18 packs of cigarettes a day. It's also got Eric Idle of Monty Python fame.
Any relation to Billy?
Probably not.
Okay.
This idol spelt more like this car's idling, whereas Billy Idol is more like, oh, he's my idol.
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
Also, Casper is voiced by Malachi Pearson.
But he's played by... I don't know why I do... I don't have anything. If I'm flipping through the notebook, it's bullshit.
Let me look at my notes. Oh, there's actually notes there.
It helps you think and go through your thoughts.
I wouldn't be able to tell you that kid's name even if I wanted to. It's like Dwayne Harris, but it's definitely not that. It's like Daewan. You get it. He's played by someone else when he's in human form. Really doesn't matter who.
Mm-hmm.
Some fucking blonde kid who's
so 90s
20 years
too.
older than me.
Mm.
He's so 90s.
Very 90s.
Flam, 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 flam. Sorry.
I was directed by the same guy who did the Series of Unfortunate Events movie. The one with Jim Carrey.
What's
Carriage.
the director's name?
Brad Silberling.
Oh, I love Brad Silberling. No idea.
All right. Pretty nifty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You love this movie so much.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell us what's it about?
It is about there's a man who is a therapist to the dead. He has lost his wife and is searching around for her. But she has no unfinished business, so she's not a ghost. But he doesn't know that. So he drags his daughter around to different places, trying to let ghosts get done with their unfinished business so they can cross over. Kerrigan inherited a house that is condemned and haunted as fuck. So she tries to go get rid of the ghosts, calls Ghostbusters, calls a priest, trying to get rid of the ghosts. But Casper, the ghost in the house, reaches out, making Kerrigan know that there is a therapist to get rid of ghosts because he wants a friend, and he wants to befriend the daughter, Kat. They move in, they become friends. That's the end of the movie.
There's a few things that happen between there. But...
Nope. That is the entire movie. They move in, they become friends.
Well, thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe.
You don't even have to watch the movie now.
Lots of setup. That's it. But I do love this movie. I think it is very beautifully done. I love the house, the cinematography. I love how they filmed everything, the era, how they did the ghosts even. You know, it's super cheesy CGI. I think it all works together. I like the spookiness because it's not scary. It's just like a friendly scary.
You know, speaking of the CGI, the team was kind of learning as they were going while they were making the movie. So the first scene that was ever animated was the breakfast scene where Casper's serving breakfast to everyone.
Okay.
And they're actually animated differently in that scene. Like, they're more opaque and solid in that scene than in any other scene. Yeah. It's technically a fun fact, but there's so many words I just wasn't going to write it down.
That's good to know, though.
Yeah.
They're still working on the CGI for them ghosts because half of the cast are not there, actually.
Yep. For 95, the CGI was pretty damn beautiful. It was quite well done.
And having a CGI lead, or co-lead, depending on how you want to look at it, but I mean, is the titular character, so.
Yeah.
But the majority of your cast being CGI'd would cost you a lot of money, right? So Tyson, why don't you tell us how much money that cost?
Well, the budget for this movie was $50 million. Probably due to the numerous cameos and CGI work that went into this movie.
That was some professional podcasting. Set them up and knock it down. Fucking
it grossed over $100 million though. So
it did well.
It did very well. It was probably one of the more iconic, family-friendly movies of the 90s.
It was the eighth highest grossing domestically and worldwide in 1995, as well as the third highest grossing PG movie in 1995. So it definitely performed pretty well. I've got the fucking Addams Family song stuck in my head.
I like that the CGI is really cartoony, though. Like, they didn't try and go all out and get, like, some super realistic, like, animations going on. They kept it to what they knew they can do, and they pulled it off, I think.
It was pretty dedicated to the original cartoon series, which was in, like, the 30s.
Yep. So they didn't try and go for, like, a realistic representation of the ghosts.
Yeah.
They just went more cartoony, and I feel like they pulled it off.
Yep. Oh, that worked very well for the movie.
Those ghosts were dicks.
They were.
Not Casper. I mean, he is the friendly ghost, so it'd be surprising if he wasn't friendly.
He just wants a friend.
But his uncles are dicks. Oh my gosh, they're so mean.
I don't even know how they are related to the family, because it's Casper's house that he lived in with his parents. His mom died, and it was just him and his dad. He begged his dad for a sled. His dad gave him a sled. He went out sledding, got a cold, died. But his unfinished business was that he didn't want to leave his dad alone. So he stayed behind and just chilled with his dad. And now he's there.
Well,
where are Fatso, Stinky, and Stretch in that storyline?
They're probably Casper's dad's brothers, and it was probably the family house. And then when everyone died, his dad inherited the house. Because they had a room, Fatso, Stinky, and the third one.
But his dad had a normal ass name. Because he was.
That's why he turned out normal. But I mean, they hated the other three from birth. They're just like, I know you're gonna be fat. I know you're gonna be stinky, and I know you're gonna be the third one. That is what I said.
I mean, sure.
It doesn't make any sense.
That works for me as much as the rest of it does. Because his dad was a doctor. He was like a very well-respected man until his son died, and he became obsessed with building a machine to bring him back to life called the Lazarus machine. It's almost like
an obsession with death drives the whole movie, or an obsession with a departed loved one drives the whole movie.
Oh, 100%.
Because I mean, Casper's dad, obsessed with Casper dying. Cat's dad, Lone Star, obsessed with his wife dying. People just need to move on.
Searching for closure. it can kill you.
Ha! I see what you did there. Oh my god, that was fucking incredible. It really was. I like that. Professional podcaster. Ding.
In the other parts of the movie that I may have left out in my initial
No,
run
that was
through of the plot.
No, that was perfect. You got everything.
They do find the Lazarus machine.
They do.
They do.
What do they do with it?
They tried to bring Casper back to life, but little did they know his uncles killed Kat's dad. Kat's dad comes back as a ghost.
The uncles didn't kill Kat's dad. They were planning on it, and then they
They got him
decided
drunk.
against it.
But they
To
were going
kill
to
him.
kill
He
him.
technically
and then
died on accident
Yeah.
from falling.
because they're like,
over.
oh no, we can't kill him.
Yeah.
And then he falls and. How did they get into the bar? There was a death hole outside of the entrance to the bar. How did they get in?
3 of them are ghosts.
He's not.
They could have carried him in.
They might have come from a side entrance.
I saw that bar. There's no way that decided.
Or they came in through the roof.
But-
Was it on fire?
Could have been.
The roof. Sorry.
They end up bringing Kat's dad back to life with the last bit of serum instead of Casper.
Selfish.
The whole machine was built for Casper. His dad made it for Casper.
I legit threw a temper tantrum. I legitimate, like, flailing, whiny voice threw a temper tantrum for Casper. Because that was bullshit. I'd have let that fucker die. Should have stayed in space, Lone Star.
Cat doesn't need you no more. I'm Casper. I'm alive now.
Yeah, we are
You
gonna
decided
be-
to die.
We are going to be
Sorry.
teenage brides. And we are going to take care of each other. Brides? I don't think that's the
We
word.
can live in this
They're
house.
both going to be brides.
With
Mm.
ghost dad and ghost uncles.
Yep.
Sorry.
How come, and they might have explained it and I just wasn't listening, but how come Kat's dad was, like, so quickly forgetting Kat, but Casper's uncles still remembered that Casper was their nephew?
They might have been dead longer.
But I thought that the
it
thing
comes
was,
back after time.
it comes back after time?
Because Casper didn't remember his toy room. Because once they found the toy room, he was like, I remember this. And then he finds his ball, he finds the mitt, and he, like, finds all this stuff, and then, like, remembers this whole Lazarus thing. So Casper didn't even remember a lot of his childhood.
Yeah, because I thought that was the thing. Like, I thought that was the universe they laid out. Once you die, you remember it just slowly, like, nah, 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 and then it goes away.
Well, you remember.
But these 3 dickheads are just like, hey, fuck you, Casper! Woo! I'm on a drawing mood today. Not drawing anything, but...
They remembered once they saw something that reminded them of their life.
Okay.
So
I did miss that.
Yeah.
It has to come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he was drunk when he was dead, so he was probably, like, hangover drunk in the afterlife.
What was your favorite scene in this movie?
Oof, my favorite scene. I think when Casper picks up Kat, flies her out so they can sit on the shore talking about life.
Come with me if you want to leave.
It's such a pretty movie. I don't know if I can stress that much, how much I love this movie and how beautiful it is.
Yeah, this movie's classic. It was one
It's
I
pretty good.
saw when I was a kid. And I enjoyed when I was a kid. My favorite scene would probably be the scene where Bill Pullman's character is fighting the 3 uncle ghosts.
With the vacuum.
Yeah, and then he pulls the fucking Luigi's Mansion with the fucking vacuum. That was funny.
Technically, though, Luigi's Mansion pulls a Casper.
I mean, technically, yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
But
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think my favorite scene was the cameo scene where they're switching his face all around to different peeps.
mm-hmm.
Should have probably reminded Bill Pullman that he was Lone Star once and should still be in space. Just saying. I thought the scene with Casper and Wendy like flying out was
Wendy?
Yeah, from Peter Pan.
Not Casper and Wendy the Witch from Casper and Wendy the movie?
Casper and Wendy from Peter Pan.
Okay.
Yeah. Casper
Ross.
and Kat flying out was really cool as well. And then just for a vindication, Kerrigan and her lawyer guy, everything that happened to them, and then everything that happened to the bullies, that was also cool in my book because fuck jerks.
Yep.
Um,
Ooh, Casper tying all of the shoes in the children in the classroom that would give him cat out of 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck jerks.
Yep.
We don't make a lot of strong stands on this podcast, but we are very anti-jerk.
Oh, I thought you were saying have sex with jerks.
No, don't have sex with jerks.
Oh.
They won't call you.
What if they're really good in bed?
They won't call you, Tyson.
They're jerks.
What would you score this? And would you recommend it? No, I'm asking you.
I would score this 8 out of 13, since we're on the 13 scale still.
Why are we on the 13 scale?
Because it's spooky time!
Okay! Ba-ba-ba-ba!
It's a fun movie. As our trademark motto suggests.
Fun movie.
Merch coming soon.
Never.
A lot of nostalgia in this movie because it came out when I was a kid and I watched it when I was a kid and I've enjoyed it since I was a kid and I still enjoy it today. So 8 out of 13 I would recommend this.
What about you, Charles?
I'm going to go 10 out of 13. It's not spooky. If you're looking for a scary Halloween movie, this is not the one for you. This is hilarious, has a lot of adult humor as well as child humor. It's got a good storyline. You get to see closure with dad and the mom as an angel in a red dress.
Mm-hmm.
And I just...
That's what I'm going to wear when I become an angel. Red dress.
You'll rock it.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
But it's one of my favorite movies.
I would give it a 7 out of 13. I don't think it's that good of a movie, like classic cinema standards. I think fun movie is a great way to describe it, though. It's a good movie to watch. It's entertaining. There's a lot of really pleasing aesthetic things to it. It's not like a great movie, but it's a fun movie, as we like to say on the podcast. It is 100% a fun movie, and absolutely I'd recommend it. If I'm ever unfortunate enough to have kids, we'll watch it.
They will know Casper, the
Yeah.
friendly ghost.
They won't know Casper the dickhead ghost, though, because they won't make that one. No matter how many times I write in, make Casper the dickhead ghost. Nope.
We're going to have a dog named Casper and a cat named Binks.
Gross. I'd be down for a dog named Casper, though. As long as it's super cliche and white,
What if it's blue?
that'd be fine, too.
Why does it have to be white?
Racist.
Because it would be super cliche. That's why. I
Plus,
said that before.
Casper as a human is blonde, that's why.
I guess so.
I mean, I said it literally as I was saying that I'd be okay with it. That it would have to be a cliche name. It might actually be fun, though, to do, like, counterpoint, though. And get, like, a jet black cat and name it Casper. I mean, I know we're talking dogs, but, like... You get it.
I get it. Fun facts. We got some facts and they're fun.
Fun facts!
They're facts, and they're fun.
Yeah! Fun fact! Whipstaff Manor was used for a Backstreet Boys music video. I believe it was Everybody, yeah. That one.
Rock your body.
Getting flagged for this, guys. I couldn't find a lot of good fun facts. I mean, like I kind of mentioned, they were all really long, and I didn't feel like there was a good way to fit that into the podcast. So
And
I
a
wrote
bunch of just normal movie
stupid
nugget
shit. Yeah, there was
knowledge.
a lot of stupid shit.
Like, oh, this person cameoed. Yeah, we saw them.
Mhm.
This is how they do CGI.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't
that's
knock the
not-
cameos.
Computer generated ass.
Don't knock the cameos, because that's what I settled on.
Okay.
Just gonna run through the cameos real quick. Dan Aykroyd as his character from Ghostbusters, Dr. Stans. Don Novella as Father Saraducci from SNL. Father Saraducci has a first name, but it's technically a slur, and I don't like slurs. I don't know, another stance on a podcast. We're gonna avoid the slurs. SNL. Come on now.
You damn honky.
Mel Gibson. I'm pretty sure it's Mel Gibson, but I wrote down
It is
Gibson.
Gibson.
So Mel Gibson, Clint Eastwood, Rodney Dangerfield, and the Crypt Keeper. Those were the cameos in the movie.
Half of them in one scene, half of them in one other scene. They're both just 2 scenes.
Got 2 scenes to paradise. Won't you pack your bags and leave tonight? Are the cameos something? Yeah, I don't know any more words to the song.
Just when they're trying to get rid of the ghosts in Whipstaff Manor, and when the ghosts infiltrate Dad.
Infiltrate sounds naughty.
I was gonna say penetrate.
Sounds
But-
naughtier.
Jump into the mouth of.
Ooh.
Deep throats, all 3 of them.
Had
Throw up the Brazzers logo.
a hard time with Fatso though.
Yep.
It's true. They don't call him Fatso for nothing. They don't call him Russell Crowe for nothing. Kurt Russell. I knew I was going to confuse myself with that at some point. I'm glad I did it during this podcast when we can dump it and not during the actual Russell Crowe podcast. That one was on purpose.
Kurt Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Kurt Russell Crowe! Oh! That's all I've got. Anything else we want to touch on before we wrap the fuck up?
I want to touch on something, but I can't on camera.
Plot of the movie.
Go for it.
Kerrigan inherits Whipstaff Manor from when her dad dies. Dad seemingly didn't really live in it because it was condemned.
Over 50 years ago. Or something like that.
But the deed had writing on it about it. Whipstaff Manor does a treasure hold or something like that. So is that Casper's dad just writing on the deed? Like, yo, I have shit here.
Yeah.
Like, come find this secret through a wall. You have to, like, sit in a chair, travel through tracks to go, like, through the house to find this. But it's here. Just anybody.
Yeah.
I think, counter to what Tyson thinks, I think there's actually treasure in Whipstaff Manor that not even Casper knows about. And I think that was another person.
Maybe it was in the vault, but when Casper ghosted himself into the vault, grabbed his chest,
Yeah.
came out of
Maybe.
the vault. Maybe there was like a whole stack of gold around it.
Yeah, I think there is
But-
actual treasure there.
He just saw his chest and he was like, "This is my treasure,"
Uh,
because he's 10.
That's how I feel. I'm not just saying that to be an arguer.
The doctor had to have
I-
some sort of money to get together technology to bring someone back to life using a red liquid.
That red liquid is Hawaiian Punch. Not sponsored.
delicious.
Still not sponsored.
You just have to run that Hawaiian Punch through this machine to rebuild your entire body, even though you have another body somewhere else. They really build your body from your ghost.
Yep.
That's what I would do.
It's like a true resurrection. Joke for all my D&D fans out.
Like, subscribe, comment, bell, rate, review, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, jecll Studios, jecll Studios. There's 2 L's. Just kidding. Let's try that again. jecll. Did it better that time. I don't suck. No, I'm pretty terrible. The fuck is that? Next, we are going to be recording and releasing for your viewing pleasures the Addams Family 1991 edition. Obviously not the 1964 edition, because that's for old people. And not the 2019 edition, because that's in the future. And we aren't there yet.
Is there going to be a new Addams Family in 2019?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be
Christina
animated.
Ricci, though.
But it's going to be animated, so it doesn't matter.
Alright.
Tyson and I, possibly Carly, playing some spooky video games. We're going to release those at some point. I think that's everything. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Tell us what movies you want us to watch. Goodbye, and as always, can I keep you?